So when we're talking about alternatives to MCI, the first question we need to answer is what exactly is MCI, right? Like what are the components? So again, MCI is not just one single tool, although it looks like that on the face of it, but it's at the back end, there are multiple layers, right? There's your data ingestion layer, your modeling, transformation, and then the final thing is the visualization layer. If you want to look at exactly like for like replacements, you would look at things like a Ninjacat, Adverity, Supermetrics. These are again like almost like a one-stop shop, which do all of these different functions within one single space. But as the world is evolving, we start looking at bespoke solutions that kind of break out each of these layers into their own tools, just because it gives you more control. It doesn't keep you locked into single vendors, right? You can change out components that are not working for you rather than having to change the entire stack. So when we're talking about these bespoke solutions, we look at 4 layers. Again, the same 4 layers, right? First one is the extraction or ingestion layer. For this, you would have tools like Airbyte, Fivetran. The next layer would be the storage layer, where once you extract all of this data, where does it sit, right? We recommend usually Snowflake, but then if you are in the Google environment already, you would probably be using something like Google BigQuery. If you want to get very heavy on analytics, data science, and stuff like that, we would recommend Databricks, right? The next layer is transformation. With transformation, what we use is DBT. Again, once the data is extracted, once it's in your in your environment, you need to run transformation similar to what we spoke about in MCI, right? Where you need to unify all the data, standardize it, create your KPIs, create like different breakdowns, right? That is where DBT comes into play. DBT also, like the reason we recommend it is because it's like very well controlled, it's auditable, it's testable, so it's easy for your engineering team to keep logs of it. The last layer, the visual layer, we can look at things like Tableau, Power BI. Again, each of these have their own visual layers. Funnel.io for that matter, right? Looker Studio, all of these have their own visual layers. You can just funnel all of your data into these tools and create your reporting systems. One question that people ask us a lot when we're talking about migrations these days is AI capabilities, right? Which are the tools that have the best or strongest AI capabilities? When we talk about bespoke solutions, almost each layer has its own, right? So when we're talking about Snowflake Cortex, once you have all your data in there, you can use that for, querying, for AI, right? All of that analysis can be done there. Things like Power BI has its own co-pilot and stuff like that, right? So when we're looking at migrations out of MCI or any other tool, we look at it from your perspective, right? Like, where do you stand today? What is your vision? What is the complexity of your current data set and your future data set, right? And based on that, we identify what tools would work best for you from both the pricing as well as like the complexity handling and flexibility perspective.